Well, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. No matter where in the world you are or what time of day it is at your location, I hope you're doing really well. This is Birch Keeley, and I'm excited to welcome you to directEDGAR. We've prepared this video to demonstrate to you the process that you need to follow to register for using the directEDGAR platform. Before we get started, I want to point out that you should have access to a TXT file. Generally, the TXT file will be named in the form youruniversity.txt. As you can see on the screen here, my file is named bkeeley.txt. Yours will be university.txt. It's important that you have access to a copy of that file before you begin the process. If it's not available to you, please send an email to support@directedgar.com. We delivered the file to our primary contact at your university, but you may not know who that person is. So feel free to send an email to support@directedgar.com. All right, let's get started with this process. So you're going to end up having to submit your name and email address to our registration server. When you submit your email address, it has to be your institutional email address. Once you've submitted your name and email address, you're going to get 2 emails from our platform partner. If they don't show up in 5 to 10 seconds, you need to check your spam box. If they're not in your spam box, please check with your email administrator. They may be blocked further up the chain. We've never had a case where the emails have not been sent out. Once you've gotten logged into our system, after you follow the instructions from the first email, you're going to use that token file that we just talked about to authenticate your account. Here's an image or a screenshot of the request access page. All we need is your first name, your last name, and your institutional email address. Once you press the request access button, that's when the 2 emails will be sent from AWS. The first email is going to have a login link and a temporary password. You're going to use that link and that temporary password to log into the AWS system, and they're going to require that you reset your password. You're going to have to set a permanent password. We don't have access to that permanent password, but don't worry, if you ever forget it, there is a reset password link on the login page you can always use. It's important that your username, the email address that you provided, that you match the case that you typed on this registration page with the email address here during the registration process. Email addresses are case sensitive. Our username is case sensitive, which is your email address. Okay, once you've logged in the first time and you've changed your password, you're going to see this page. You need to click on the desktop icon. You'll get a message that it's going to take about 2 minutes to set up the application for your use. There's nothing you can do during that time. As soon as the application is ready for use, then you'll see something like this, very similar to your normal desktop, except it's in a browser. What we need to do to register though, so we can start using the application, is to transfer that token file that we've identified earlier up to the APPStream. So to do that, if you see this folder icon right here, it says My Files. I'm going to click on that. You can see that there's 2 folders, Home folder and Temporary Files. I'm going to click on the Temporary Files folder icon. I'm going to click on the Upload Files, and all I have to do is navigate to and select the new, that token file. I'm sorry, I had all this set up earlier. It's a waste of time. Here's my token folder. I'm going to just select that token. I'm going to hit open, and it's there now available in our system. To confirm that, if you see the folder icon down here, click on that. Sorry, let me come to it. I'll close this. And if I go to temporary files, you can see there's my token file. Once the token file is up here, now we can start the application. So double click the EDGAR engine 64-bit icon. Double click that. It says license file not found. Hit OK. We're going to go to the license maintenance option. If you get this authentication server failure, just ignore it. Just hit close. This says current license status is authenticated. That's not true. Click on license maintenance. We're going to click on browse. We're going to click to our token file. We're going to hit open. And then we're going to hit the test license button. Once the test license button responds, see that it turned blue again? That means that our license is authenticated. We actually have a fail-safe, so if you have a license that is, if there's a license server problem during a session, you can still use the search engine. The problem is you can't use any of our other features, so it's important that you go through this process to validate your license. Once you've validated your license, though, we want to walk through two other steps. So we're going to hit the OK button first to get the application started. We're going to come up to File, Options, and we're going to go to this index library icon. There may or may not be a path listed here. If there is a path listed here, all you have to do is hit the Generate Library button. If there's not a path listed, you need to select Browse, go to this PC, select Share, and select directEDGAR Accounting. Do not select any further. Simply select directEDGAR Accounting. Hit the OK button. Once you see that S, directEDGAR Accounting, in this window, hit the Generate Library button. You'll get a message. If we're not doing any index maintenance, this will only take 2 to 5 seconds. If we're doing an index maintenance, it could take 30 to 90 seconds. Once you see the index library generated, hit the OK button. We're back to the options. Let's go to select the Update Historical CIK file. You can see this message says it was updated 11/15/2021. It's good practice though, because whenever we generate a new mappings between old CIKs and new CIKs, we need to make that available to you. For it to become available to you, all you have to do is press the Perform Update button. There you go. The historical CIK file is updated. This only needs to be performed the first time you use our application. Those steps only need to be performed the first time you use our application. The next time you log in, the license file token has been validated, you're ready to go. However, it's important, directEDGAR is a very dynamic platform. We're always trying to improve our product. We add new indexes periodically. We add new collections of SEC filings. You will be able to find out when we've added new indexes or we've made some index update through our blog. If we have made an index update, you may need to update your index library. If we've created a new mapping between old and new CIKs, then we will announce it on our blog. And if you want to take advantage of our historical CIK mapping feature, you're going to need to perform this update. So please retain the PDF file that came with this registration process in case you forget how to do those updates. All this information is available either by sending an email to support@directEDGAR.com, visiting our blog, directEDGAR.wordpress.com. That is where we announce new features of our application, or we might describe some new data object that we've made available, or we might explain that we've made a new update to the historical CIK mapping file. So please visit our blog periodically, and then we have a YouTube channel that you can visit to find videos about how to use our application. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you found this useful.